Boy, you a fool, wonder what's cool, trying to figure out what the rhyme about. I heard your man's went crying to his mommy and his daddy when the cops drove by his house. So who you trying to doubt? If you're looking for an answer, you probably gonna find it now.
Alright, next up on the list, I want to check this one out. It struck me. It's called Would You Have Taken It? Man turns down Cam Newton's offer of $1,500 for his seat with extra legroom. Now, this struck me as weird because Cam Newton, why is he flying commercial like that? Why is he even needing a chair if he did fly commercial and not private? If he doesn't have his own private jet by now, he's a quarterback in the NFL that has won an MVP, he should have a private jet by now. Unless he's flying with the team, but they would be on their own team plane. So why does Cam Newton need extra legroom? He should at least be in first class. You know, at the very least, he'd be in first class. And all of the first class seats have the same amount of legroom. They all have plentiful legroom. I have never sat in first class. I don't believe so, that I know of. My agent has never booked me a flight with first class in it. I've never received that on my ticket, but soon enough I will be in first class, and then I can give a very accurate depiction of the legroom. But right now, I only see the legroom of the first class when I get to walk by the first class and see how nice and peaceful they are until I get back to my normal reality and coach, where, it brings you back down to reality of what your life is real quick. You go from getting to sneak a peek at first class at how the high society lives, and then right once you pass by the curtain there that separates the rich from the poor, the elite from the peasants, you get to realize how poor you actually are, and you sit and coach. Wow, yeah. I imagine first class is drinks all night long, dancing, everyone's dancing, spinning a girl around, slow dancing, sipping drinks while, someone plays guitar. There might be fireworks on the plane. I don't know. I just imagine it's a party in first class. That's my, depiction of it in my mind. Maybe I'm a little off, but I just imagine they can do whatever they want. They could start a bonfire up there. They're roasting marshmallows, having s'mores. I just imagine they do a lot of crazy, awesome things in first class. It makes my flight and coach next to, two people coughing on me, maybe, that baby crying, that's always the thing you say about a plane and everything, but it is true. There's always a baby crying on a coach plane, so it's not like that joke isn't in fact. In reality, there always seems to be a baby crying. Why would you have to bring your kid with you on vacation? But still, it just seems I don't know, there's got to be some sort of medication we can get a baby to sleep on a plane. We're almost curing cancer right now. I feel like we can make a baby sleep on a plane without damaging his brain growth or something. But hey, none of my business. I'll probably never have kids or get married because I'm so single. It makes single people seem like they're dating. I don't know. I can't get a joke together there. I'm very single. I'm more single than, I don't know, what's a single show? Is Sex and the City about single girls? Because I'm singler than them. There you go. I've been single so long, I don't even remember what it's like to date. I wouldn't even know what to do anymore. Do I pull her chair out still, or is that, sexist, or do I open her car door? I don't know. I haven't, been on a successful date in quite a while. I had a 3-year girlfriend, and I had a 5-year girlfriend, and then I've had a few scattered in between that, and so I've had 2 long relationships, and now it's been We're approaching like 3 years, so I'm so single. When I walk in a restaurant, they don't even ask if anyone else is joining my party. They just already have my single table reserved, and they just bring me right there. And they asked me if I would like to sit at the bar alone instead, but that's it. Restaurants in my town just, immediately seat me alone. That's how lonely I am. Not gonna cry. Alright guys, let's just get into it. Would you have taken it? Man turns down Cam Newton's offer of $1,500 for his seat with extra leg room. Let's watch it. What? Oh, holy shit. At first, when I was starting to talk about this video, I'm like, this probably isn't Cam Newton. This video is probably fake. Because while I was talking about Cam Newton sitting in coach, I'm like, there's no way Cam Newton would be flying in a plane and coach. At the worst, he's in first class, like I said. But he's flying private. I'm like, he's definitely got a private jet. He's sponsored by yogurt companies and shit. He's got a private jet. Literally a football player eating yogurt in a grocery store like this and shit. He's got to have a private jet. If you're sponsored by Greek yogurt as a football player, you have a private jet. But no, that is Cam Newton by Cam Newton's wild, always dressing like, whatever the little grasshopper, Jiminy Cricket, he dresses like Austin Powers in The Spy Who Shagged Me, or whatever, whoever he's dressing like this week, whether it's, from the Elton John collection, or he goes to the sports collection, or then he's in the streets, but most of the time it's always suits, but like weird hats, Amish hats. The Amish hat thing was weird, or like the cowboy hat, but it's not bent, it's real straight. I don't think that's a good hat for anyone. That's not flattering on anyone's head. And he's got the weird top hat look, like he's a poet in the 1400s, like whatever, Oscar Wilde or someone, or, he's some weird impressionist painter, he's Picasso or something. He always has some weird look, like a 16th century European poet / writer, at the Starbucks of the time writing his screenplay. Cam Newton just looks all over the place, or 70s pimp, from Superfly, if you've seen that movie, or the Shaft years or something. Cam Newton is all over the place in how he dresses, and so that's definitely him in some weird sequence thing there. That's where the Elton John style I was talking about. There's nothing wrong with that. David Bowie, I'm huge fans with these. I'm just referring to it as clothing. And I'm all for it, because I'm trying to wear, really bold. If you have a bold personality, you want to stand out in the crowd, you want people to notice you. You want to be bold, reflect your personality in the way you dress. So I understand that. That's the one thing I understood with Tekashi 6ix9ine when he said he wanted his hair to reflect his personality. He wanted it to be loud and bold or whatever. He wanted to stand out. So I understand that. So I understand if that's Cam Newton's thing, but we didn't hear much of the talking. He was, for some reason, in coach. I don't know if it was a charity thing or whatever, or he was offering it to a woman. If any woman's seen his press conference joke on women, they probably do not like Cam Newton. They should not, because that was terrible, Cam. That was a bad one. Saying it's weird for women to be like, talking about anything football. Both sports center anchors this morning were females, so females in sports. I even prefer some female analysts. Like, I'd rather listen to, she's the Asian lady on Highly Questionable with Dan Levitard, one of my other favorites, and Stu Gatz. Mina Kimes is awesome. I love listening to her. I'd rather listen to her than freaking Max Kellerman on First Take. Almost rather listen to her than Stephen A. Smith. So women are in sports. That's besides the point. Cam Newton, yeah, it says the title, it says man. Okay, man does turn out. But couldn't hear much talking, couldn't really make it out, but apparently, the title says $1,500 he offered. Which is an odd amount. I'm an even guy. I hate odd numbers. I'm real OCD with it. I have to do everything in twos. I have to shave the same number in even numbers in twos or fours or eights. Brush my teeth, put on deodorant. Everything I count in twos, fours, eights. Real OCD like that. So I like an even number, not an odd number. Would hate 1,500. I'd ask him for 2,000, or we can't do it. Or 2,500. That's half of 5,000. 2,500. I might accept because that's a normal kind of. As long as it starts with a 2, an even number, I'm good. Oddly enough, I'd probably ask him for 2,800. Because 2, 8 that equals 10. That's such a nice round number there. Be like, give me 2,800 and you got that room with that extra leg room. I'll even fluff the pillow for you on the ground to keep your feet soft. I'll give you an extra pillow for your head too. So yeah, I definitely do it for right around there, right around 200. But who am I joking? I'd do it for 1,500 in a second. I'd do it for 500. I was gonna say 1,000. I'd do it for all those numbers. I'd probably do it for 300. So what am I gonna say? If it has a ton of leg room, I think he's asking to sit in the exit row and coach, which is always really nice. They give you your personal. The attendant tells you you're in an exit room. You gotta help everyone else get off the plane and all that. So they're basically just giving random people, leadership control. If anything does happen, God forbid, you land in the ocean. Those are your leaders randomly selected, which I always thought was weird. What if that person's not really capable? But they do ask, and I think you could switch. So you could switch out of there for free, but Cam's offering you $1,500, I think, for emergency room. First of all, he'd be a good leader in an accident if the plane crashed. He's a quarterback. He's a quarterback. He leads an NFL football team. So I think he could lead the emergency exit. So he probably should be in the exit row. For the safety of everyone, Cam Newton probably should be in the emergency room, He led the Panthers, the Carolina Panthers, an expansion team, like 20 years old, who've never done anything good. Besides with Jake Delhomme, they lost to the Patriots in the Super Bowl, of course, but never done anything good. Cam Newton, as an MVP, brought them to the Super Bowl to lose miserably to the Denver Broncos and Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning was like at age 50, and they still lost miserably to them. Horribly. Really bad that Super Bowl was. Thanks a lot, Cam, but at least he led them to the Super Bowl and accomplished that and won an MVP. So Cam Newton's got leadership qualities. I would want to put him in that emergency row. I want him leading my plane to safety out of that crash. So I'd vote Cam Newton in the exit row for free and dump whoever, that guy is out of there, just that random guy who's never been an NFL quarterback on the Panthers. Get him out of there and let's get Cam Newton in the exit row. So I think we could do that for free, but Cam Newton's actually offering the guy $1,500, and apparently this guy's too high and mighty. He must be rolling in the dough. Real rich guy and coach here. He turns down $1,500 just to move his seat. It's not like you get to leave the plane or you have to hang on to the wing while they're flying or something. You're not going downstairs into a cubbyhole in a cage with all the pets and animals. No, you're staying on the plane. You're just moving to another seat with a little less leg room. It's not like your legs are squished. I mean, yeah, plane sucks, but you're in coach. You didn't know you were going to be on that emergency row. In some planes now, you do get to choose at the ticket booth, so maybe he chose and really wanted to be in the emergency row and had to be in there. Maybe he really likes that leg room. But, so, if he did choose that, and he likes that leg room enough to pass up $1,500, more power to you. If your leg room is worth $1,500 to you, and you're feeling good and comfortable passing that down, and you're not just doing it to impress some girl or something, like lying to her that you're richer than you are, you're saying you're an architect, you really work at Popeye's Chicken. I mean, more power to you. Do what you gotta do. I'm not gonna get into your life, but I don't know why you turned down $1,500 just to move seats on a plane. Still in coach, just a little less leg room. Like 6 inches of leg room is worth $1,500 to you. I don't know. You're richer than me. You got it more than I do. So good for you. Good for you. You got the money to turn down $1,500 just so you can't bend your legs maybe a foot more for 3 hours maybe. Can't bend your legs for another 6 inches for the next 3 hours. I'm not even gonna go farther into that one, that's his decision, I guess. I would have taken way less than $1,500. You can have my 6 inches of leg room. I'll gladly move to your seat. I don't even want to be the leader in emergency exit anyway, so let's have Cam Newton lead our plane to safety to the Super Bowl. And I don't know in that metaphor who Peyton Manning and the Broncos is. Maybe they're the ocean. Maybe we don't make it and we lose miserably in the end. But at least Cam would lead us to that ocean, I feel like, better than I would. And I'd be $1,500 richer. So I'd be going to, I don't know. I'd say, I'd be going to the strip club. But no, I probably wouldn't. I'd take that $1,500. I'd probably put it in my bank account and save it and make it accrue interest for many years to come. Hell no, I'd be going to wherever the Gucci store is or whatever. I don't think we have a Gucci store anywhere close to me in Connecticut. We probably have it in Greenwich, of course, but I'm going to Gucci, Louis Vuitton. I'm blowing that $1,500 on whatever. The nicest clothes, the most ridiculous clothes I can find. I'll buy that red Gucci fanny pack that Tekashi was buying Chief Keef's baby mama. I don't give a fuck. It's a free $1,500 from Cam Newton. Spend that on whatever. I'll spend that on, I don't know, some weird Supreme hoodie. Just a Supreme hoodie that says Supreme in box letters. It's probably $1,500. Let me buy that. Let me buy these ugly Yeezy 700s for $1,500. I don't know. Whatever. I'll buy them then because it's a free $1,500. So I'll buy any of that shit that looks terrible, but for some reason costs $1,500 or more. I'd be buying, any of that designer stuff I couldn't afford now. Whatever. The shoes that look 3 times worse than the Walmart shoes, but cost 20 times more. I'd buy those, because whatever. It's a free $1,500 from Cam Newton, so fuck it. Let's buy designer today. Let's buy designer, because Cam Newton wanted some extra leg room. I'm good with that. Alright, let's move on to the next video, guys. That's enough of Cam Newton and his weird outfits and clothing and losing ways. I lived in North Carolina for a long time, of course, so I got a lot of friends that are Carolina Panthers fans, so, you gotta make a Panthers joke at the end of this video and say Cam Newton, loses more football games in one season than Tom Brady has in 3 years, or whatever. I don't know. You pick the joke. I'm not gonna pick it, but my friends that are Carolina Panthers fans, you know who you are. And Cam's not gonna take you to the promised land, though. No matter what I said on this video about his leadership qualities, He's not going to the Super Bowl next year, probably never. So, stop holding out hope. It's over. You had your one chance with the Broncos, and Peyton Manning squashed that terribly. He stomped on it. Stomped on it mean and angrily. So, I think that was your only chance there, and you failed miserably. So, sorry. I don't know. It's not my fault my team wins a lot. Not my fault. It's Tom Brady's fault. It's Bill Belichick's fault. I don't know. Not mine.